Hi, my name is Margaret Samora, and I'm working with the Hutto Public Library to help patrons use Libby. So the first thing that you're going to do is make sure that you either one, have your Hutto Public Library card updated, it's been renewed, or that you have started to fill out the application for a Hutto Public Library card. So what you're going to start off doing is you're going to go to the City of Hutto website. You're going to click Library Card Application, and then you're going to click Library Card Application PDF. This is going to take you exactly to the Hutto Public Library Card application. It is not only in English, but you can also fill it out. It has the option for Spanish. You can either turn this in person. You just need to make sure that you have one of these 6 for proof of residency. However, if you are doing it online, you can email this application. You just need to make sure that you have a picture of your valid driver's license with it. So then once you have that all squared away, you are then going to head back over to the City of Hutto website, and you're going to click the Hutto Public Library. And this is where you're going to see that all Hutto patrons, Hutto Public Library patrons, have access to Libby. Libby is basically an online resource for patrons to either read books or audiobooks that you check out through the Libby app using your Hutto library card. It is completely free, and it works just like a library. So you will be able to check books out, you will be able to check out magazines, and you'll be also able to check out audiobooks. You do have to return them, but this is just a great resource for people that want to read or listen to books or read those magazines, but maybe don't have the time to go into the library. So what you are going to do is you're going to click this link right here. And oh, it already has all of mine logged in, but let me go ahead and head to where I can show you exactly how to do this. Okay, here we go. So once you click on libbyapp.com, it's going to send you right here. And the first question is, do you have a library card? And because we already went through all of that, we're going to click yes. So then what you're going to do, because this is our first time using it, is you are going to click search for a library. I already have my libraries already pulled up here, but what you're going to do is you're going to type Hutto in. And when you do that, it's going to bring up Hutto Public Library, and they are part of the Central Texas Digital Consortium. So then you are going to click on that, and then it's going to take you to this page. In order to use the different books or audiobooks on here to be able to check them out, you have to go over here and sign in with my card. So then you click on Hutto Public Library, and this is where you're going to put your card number in. So just as a reminder, your card number is going to be on the back of your Hutto Public Library card. And whenever you get a library card from Hutto, just know that you also get a keychain that has your Hutto Public Library number on there. So once you are all logged in, then you can head to the site. So let me head on over there for y'all. So then this is actually my shelf, but we're going to go to the home page so that I can show you how to use Libby. So I do want to note here, because you see that you can read with a Kindle. So if you have a Kindle device, if you have a tablet, a phone, and you prefer reading on that app or your Kindle, you can click over here, yes, I read with Kindle. And whenever you borrow an ebook, it will send it to your Kindle. And how that works is, because you are checking out the book, it's going to send it to your Kindle, and when the time is up, the book will disappear from your Kindle. So it's just like checking out books from the library, you're just doing this digitally. So I want to show you all of the features that Libby offers. And just as a heads up, Libby app is actually part of Overdrive. So sometimes that can get a little confusing if people are telling you that you're using Overdrive or Libby. Just know that it's all the same. So Libby is very user friendly. So if you go up here, you can click and it's showing you that there are a ton of filters that you can use to be able to find what kind of books you want. So let's just pretend that we are really interested in looking at audiobooks. So we can click audiobooks. And then we're looking here and we're like, well, what kind of audiobooks am I looking for? It's going to give you the different genres you can explore. And it says we have 126 subjects in total. So that's all of the different ways you can look it up. And you can either sort it by popularity, date added, release date, or just random. I'm going to do popularity because I kind of like looking at books that other people also enjoy. And then I'm going to go ahead and click romance just because that is my favorite genre. So I thought that that would be perfect to show you guys how to find books. So I'm going to click show these titles, and then it's going to give you all of the books that the Hutto Public Library has bought through Overdrive. So as you can see, some of the books say I have on hold Fourth Wing, and it shows several months. I could place a hold for this book. I already placed a hold for this book, so I have it. So I could open the audiobook. It is due in 14 days. I borrowed it today, so I have 14 days to listen to this book. But I want to find a book that is ready to borrow so I can show y'all how to borrow books. So we have tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow. That is a book. And if you can see up here, just so that I can show y'all a little bit, because you can see different colors for these library cards. I actually am a part of several libraries, and that's why it's showing you these different libraries, but I want to show you through, and I know that this color is specifically for the Hutto Public Library, the Central Texas one. So I am going to click borrow. This is then going to take you to this page, and it's just letting you know that you are borrowing this book for 14 days. So I am going to click borrow, and I have officially borrowed it, and I have to return it by 25 of October. So I can either open the audiobook and start listening, I can keep browsing, or go to my shelf where all of my books and audiobooks are. I'm going to click audiobook so I can show y'all how that works. So right now it's loading and opening it up. So I tend to listen to my audiobooks at 1.75 speed or 2.00, but you can choose the speed that you prefer. And then you can click play, you can go forward, you can even move this to get to where you want. So then I'm just going to go back so I can show you some more. So now I'm going to show you how to place a hold. So let's do for this book, Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. So let's say that I want to read it, but there is a wait. I can look here. There is a several months wait for the Central Texas Digital Consortium. There are 3 copies in use, 20 people waiting in total, and 9 people waiting per copy. I decide that I still want it, so I'm going to place a hold. So I am placing a hold for this book. And as you can see, it did show a different library. That's just because I have access to more libraries. So it did that. So I'm going to go to shelf. So these are all of the books that I currently have borrowed. And that is on my shelf, which is the icon right here. If you go to this right here, this is going to show all of the libraries. So this is all of the libraries that I currently have. But right now I'm showing you the Central Texas Digital Consortium. So in total, I have borrowed 113 books from Libby. I am a avid Libby user. So again, when you click on this icon down here, it takes you to your shelf, which holds all of your holds. If you go over here, this shows you the timeline of everything that you've borrowed. And then if you go over to the magnifying glass, this kind of gives you a way to specifically search for books that you are looking for. So I want to go back to the home page so I can just show you a little bit more about Libby now that we know how to borrow books and audiobooks. So as you can see here, Libby does a great job of grouping books together. So we have kids books, teen books, mystery and thriller, business. And if you keep going, Libby really just does a great way of grouping it. So we have Hollow Reads here. So in theme of October, you have Scary Tales for October nights. If you go over here, celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and it's books by Hispanic authors and or with Hispanic protagonists. And this is just really amazing. I know that there is also Dreamers that is in this, and I was able to use it to for my students to also listen to that. So it was really fun. And so if you just keep going through, it just has all of these books that you can look through. Also celebrating LGBTQ History Month. And then we have some paranormal books here. Discovery of Witches is great. I have listened to that. I've also listened to Legends and Lattes. So this is actually my favorite genre. So I definitely want to look through here later. Excuse me. I actually have a cold right now, so I apologize for that. And if you keep looking, there's just so many different groupings that Libby has. So really there is a book for everyone. And Libby also is just, again, a great resource because it is completely free. Again, it works like a regular library, like if you were going in person. And so you are able to borrow books and return them. I hope that this has helped anyone that is interested in using Libby. Again, it's such a great resource, and it's something that you can enjoy from the comfort of your own home. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you enjoy Libby.